Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Joe Davis here from Southern New Hampshire University. We're going to be talking about Justice 103, Corrections, and Activity 1-2. So Activity 1-2, I would suggest, as with the discussion that we did the video on and all of your assignments, break down that assignment, make sure you understand all the parts. In this case, there are 4 parts. That first part talks about the target audience, and it's a group of high school students. The second part of that is they have a very limited knowledge about corrections. You need to identify the 5 goals of corrections and provide a detailed description of each. And then your presentation should be about 6 or 8 slides in length, and make sure you use APA format for your citations where you've quoted statistical information, definitions, articles, things like that, and then you need a reference page at the end. All right, let's look at audience goals and detailed description. Because of the audience as described, you want to make sure that it's comprehensive but very basic in content. The goals are easily enough found in the text readings, chapter 1, pages 25 to 30. You can find where that discussion is. Now, the detailed description is where you're going to have to use some evaluation and thinking skills. And that is, you might want to include an explanation or reasoning about why rehabilitation or retribution, those kinds of things, the theories or the goals are important. You may use statistical data as an example to support that particular position. And remember, you're providing an explanation about all of them. You're not picking one. That's a different assignment. Okay, make sure you use APA format for your citations. If you've never done PowerPoint before, probably the easiest way for PowerPoint or Keynote, I believe it is in Apple, is to just go to YouTube and type in PowerPoint tutorial, Keynote tutorial. There are a lot of other resources, but in this case, here are 4 quick ones that I found. First one's from Cal State Fullerton, only runs a little over 9 minutes, but you can find those if you're not familiar with PowerPoint. Where are we going to find this assignment? Well, we're going to go to the Blackboard course shell. We're going to go to the home page. We're going to click on course information. We're going to click on assignment guidelines and rubric. And then we're going to click on PowerPoint presentation, which is what we're going to do right now. Okay, here we are at the home page, if you will, of Blackboard for our course, Justice 103. We go to here to course information. The learning modules, we come here to course assignment, guidelines and rubrics. We open that up and we find that there are a lot of rubrics listed, but we're going to use the one for PowerPoint. This is a document that I suggest you download so that you have access to it. Okay, here is the rubric open. Hopefully you can read it. Obviously you have the assignment. We've talked about that. You need to answer any questions and address the issues. You need to include your perspective. That's your evaluation or analysis if applicable. Use graphics that are visually appealing and help clarify. And then where applicable, use your discipline appropriate citations, which for us here is the APA, American Psychological Association, and then I'll provide you feedback. Here's the actual rubric, the critical elements that you must meet to earn a passing grade. So let's go for the A. Let's go all the way to the top, and if we're looking for exemplary scores on content, it needs to be well developed, effective, and an accurate analysis of the topic and its impact on the correctional system. So it's kind of 2 parts there. It needs to be well developed and an effective and accurate analysis on the impacts of the system, on correctional system. Okay, when we look at organization, the presentation is organized in a logical way that complements the central theme. Transitions are well paced to create a natural and engaging flow so that it's easy to follow and appealing. The visual is, there is a consistent visual theme. In other words, all of the slides look similar. There's that theme, as you'll see in PowerPoint when you're putting your presentation together, and it enhances the understanding of the ideas. And you may include multiple types of media. So perhaps you have a graph or a chart, statistical data, you may have a photograph, probably not for this assignment, but you may even have a short video clip. Then down here for the narration, the writing part of it, the mechanics and style ensure clarity, incorporates multiple properly cited scholarly sources. So that's what I've been kind of harping on. and that gets you maximum points, or at least an exemplary grade. If we come over here to needs improvement, that's where you're going to get a passing grade, but it's not going to be a very strong grade, if you will. And so accurate analysis of the topic and its impact on the correctional system, but requires additional support. Okay, so that would be the piece of the pie that's missing there. The presentation is organized in a mostly logical way, and transitions are paced so that the material can be understood with focus and effort. That means the reader has to think about the presentation. It requires them to have focus and effort. That's not good. It should be logical on its own. The visual appeal, it visually depicts the topic and assists the audience. Images are proper size and resolution. So it's not really about the content of them, it's about the editing of them. And then finally, the mechanics and style make narration intelligible, readable, and incorporates very few properly cited scholarly resources. So those are the things that would impact your grade. I hope those things help. I've tried to add some music at the beginning and at the end of the presentations. This one does require a citation for free use. It's Opus 1 by Audionautics. And if you have questions, please keep those cards and letters coming.